Well, what a surprise, eh? Let's begin. Of course, it seems the government is forcing, pushing EVs on us quicker than before, and I'm guessing that could be something to do with their 2035 ban on all new petrol and diesel cars, when obviously you can no longer buy one. The thing is, though, they have got a few problems with this. Firstly, the charging structure, from what I've heard, isn't exactly up to the job yet, although admittedly, we have got a few years until 2035. And secondly, EVs, I don't know if you noticed, are bloody expensive. However, it seems they've been given a helping hand if this article's anything to go by, because it says that electric cars priced at just £8,000 could soon be heading to the UK in a revolution set to shake up the motor industry. And yes, I'm guessing if these were just £8,000 to buy, then more people might buy them. However, of course, batteries often make up a large amount of the cost, don't they? So I'm guessing with an EV priced around about that, it might just have a battery a little bit bigger than my son's old remote control car, because let's face it, it surely isn't going to be a big one, is it? And therefore surely wouldn't exactly go that far before, of course, you'll need to top up again. However, the article goes on and says that Chinese firm BYD has shipped over 5,000 new electric vehicles to Europe, with the budget price motors soon to hit forecourts. The first maiden voyage of the BYD's first ocean-going truck carrier was a success, apparently, with 5,449 new vehicles on board. Let's hope they got enough battery power to get off the ship, eh? Reaching the ports of Viseling, I hope I pronounced that right, in the Netherlands and Bremerhaven in Germany, the models will soon be distributed across European dealerships, so it might take a little longer for them to roll out over here, I'm guessing. And obviously, I could be wrong, but they're probably doing a small test of how they'll actually work in those markets, because from what I've heard, the Netherlands has actually more EVs than petrol cars. By quite a percentage, or so I'm told. BYD, though, it says, could be the biggest threat yet to the electric car market, with costs to rival OEM car brands such as Tesla and Polestar. And a typical Tesla, according to this article, will set you back around £40,000, which I'm guessing is for a brand new one, although for a used one, you'll probably better pick them up for £30,000, or maybe, just maybe, £25,000, although to be honest, that might have a few more miles on it, and who knows what state the battery might be in. Depending on its age, of course, but thankfully, EVs, from what I've heard, do have an 8-year battery warranty, which if your battery messes up quicker than Diane Abbott on a maths test, I'm guessing you could probably get it replaced. Hopefully. But anyway, they cost £40,000, whereas of course BYD's entry level, which might be powered by a few AAs, I'm guessing, new Seagull Super Mini comes at just under £8,000. But enough about the cost, what about the performance of it? Well, apparently Seagull's top speed will be up to 60 miles an hour, and apparently it could have a 100-mile range. The thing is, though, I'm guessing the only people who want to actually buy this would be if you're driving Miss Daisy, maybe, because obviously we drive at 70 on the motorway, don't we? So I don't really see them appealing to that many people, and who knows what other compromises they may actually have. I guess we'll just have to wait until they actually come over here to see. The latest, wait for this, Energy Strategy Rapid Charge Needed report, apparently from the House of Lords, said that politicians were now aware that Chinese manufacturers produce greater a range of affordable EVs than the UK and EU. And according to, apparently, the Society of Motor Manufacturers and Traders, the SMMT, Chinese-owned brands account for 10% of the UK's new EV market. Let's just hope, though, that the government has actually done the due diligence and checked these out, whereas privacy concerns come from, because from what I'm aware, China or Chinese products do have a tendency to be a little bit nosy, shall we say, eh? From what I've heard anyway. Something tells me, though, they'll think, oh, brilliant, this will really help us. So it does make me wonder if any of those checks did actually take place. Respondents to the report claimed that the influx of affordable Chinese-produced EVs may incentivise UK manufacturers to compete at cheaper prices. Although one of the biggest concerns, apparently, is manufacturing costs, with European electric cars costing more to produce than combustion models due to often stringent environmental checks. Which, hang on a minute, you'd think that as they're trying to promote these as being environmentally friendly and all that sort of stuff, or more environmentally friendly than the combustion engine car, they wouldn't have those stringent environmental checks, because they're not putting out the harmful fumes that all these people like Sadiq Khan and whoever else seems to have a problem with, I'm guessing. SMMT boss Mike Hawes has even claimed that Chinese-produced models tend to have higher embedded carbon costs to Britain. Oh, here we go, and carbon and all this sort of stuff. The thing is, from what I'm aware, carbon dioxide is what trees breathe in, isn't it? I'm pretty sure we were actually taught that in school, so it's about time these people actually thought that, because I'm guessing the trees might be ever so slightly a bit peed off if we remove all their carbon dioxide, which, let's face it, obviously we can't do either. It does make me wonder, though, how quickly people will start to buy them if they're only £8,000. I mean, I don't know about you, but I can't actually see that happening. I can probably see a substantial markup if they do come over here, because let's face it, we do tend to often get the crappy end of the stick with things, don't we? But then again, of course, you never know, do you? Either way, I'd certainly go for a few test drives before taking it home, because let's face it, it might actually be out of reach there if its battery is small enough. But it does say, though, it can reach 100 miles range, although that's probably surely in lab test conditions, which I'm guessing in that case would probably only give a range between 60 or 70, maybe 80 at a push. Although, to be honest with you, that wouldn't exactly be enough miles for me. I am guessing some people will make an exception of that, although I'm guessing for the majority of people, at least double that would be a requirement. It, of course, didn't make any mention of the 0 to 60 time, did it? Which, let's face it, may take you an episode of EastEnders to actually reach up to that, I'm guessing. Although, hopefully, I could be wrong.